What if in case I want to change this? This is a default value. If I want to change this into something else, then what should I do?
Repeat the question.
If this is my default value, right? Handle is equal to long. If I want to change this, if I want to set it as short, how do I do it?
We need to set parameters.
Set parameters or setter methods or constructor with parameters?
Constructor with parameters.
Why can't we use set parameters, setter methods?
You can use both setters and constructors.
Exactly. We can use both. You can either use a setter method or you can use a parameterized constructor. Here I am preferring to use a parameterized constructor. So I'll simply click on generate a constructor with my parameter handle. So you can see that my parameter is given. Okay. Now in this I'll simply say bike dot. Sorry, I didn't give any setter methods, right? This is my default. I'll say short. My handle is short. Now if I run this, you can see I'm getting the output as short. So this is the same thing what we have done previously. Whatever we have done in the classes, we have just done it in fast forward method. Okay, whatever we did in the past 1 hour, we did it within 2-3 minutes right now. Now what I want to do is, we already know that from this particular image, we already know that, I'm sorry, just a minute. Yep, we already know that bike is in a relation with vehicle. So bike is a vehicle. That means I must be able to access all the vehicle properties also, right? So now am I able to access any vehicle properties over here? Am I?
Yes, sir.
Am I getting any vehicle properties here?
No, sir.
No, Monish.
We are not getting any vehicle properties because we are telling that there is a relation, but we did not denote any relation over here. So to denote a relation between these two, in speaking of purely coding words, if I say that my bike is getting inherited with the vehicle class, my bike is inheriting the vehicle class, I must say class bike is extends to vehicle class. Now if you see here, the vehicle class is getting imported. The same way we also know that our car is also extends to vehicle. So I'll put it an extend to vehicle over here, and I also put a extend to vehicle over here. Okay, so now my vehicle class, my bike class can also access the properties of our vehicle class. If you see over here, this symbol is for inheritance. If you put the arrow mark over there, you can see that vehicle class is subclassed by bike, car and truck. The inheritance is happening. Okay, that symbol represents the inheritance. If the arrow mark is downwards, it means that this is the parent class and it is the parent class for bike, car and truck. Okay, so now we'll go to our main class. Now we'll try to access who. You see here, we are getting the engine, we are getting the fuel tank, light, seats, everything. Yes or no?
Yes, Monish.
Yes, sir.
But as we discussed earlier, everything is public over here. If it is public, then obviously anyone can access, but I want it to be private. So let's make it private. Now this is private. Everything is private. Now tell me, am I able to access anything of the vehicle class?
No, sir.
No, Monish.
Why? Why am I not able to access? We know that our bike is an extended of vehicles. If we are able to access the properties of the bike, why am I not able to access the properties of vehicles? Speak up, guys. Why? What is happening? Tell me, guys, why? Because it is private. Are you people sleeping?
No, sir.
No, Manish.
Because it is private, then you can't access it. Just because the vehicle class is inherited to bike class, that doesn't mean that you can access it. No, you can't access it. If you need to access it, you must either create a constructor or you must either provide the getter and setter methods. Okay.
Okay.
Now simply let's generate our getter and setter methods. I'm selecting everything. Done. Now go to my demo class. Click on bike dot. Now you can see I can see all these methods. Now I can access everything from here. Yes or no?
Yes, Manish.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Monish.
Okay, we can access everything directly from here. That is one way of doing it. Okay, what is the other way? The other way of doing is constructor, and here we have a default constructor and I am adding a keyword called super. What do you mean by super? That is giving me super. What do you mean by super?
Inheriting the immediate parent class.
Yeah, super is nothing but the constructor of the parent class. Okay, it is nothing but the constructor of the parent class. If you see over here, since inheritance is already done, when I say generate a constructor, you can see it is directly asking me only one thing, handle string. But if the vehicle class is having a constructor, assume that you have a constructor over here. I am generating a constructor in the vehicle class with all the parameters. That is one, that will be our parameterized constructor, and a constructor. I'll select none, that will be my parameterized constructor. Now if I come to my bike option and if I say generate a constructor, you can see first it is asking me for choose your super class constructor. Okay, super class constructor, which is my default constructor or else my parameterized constructor. So I am directly giving my parameterized constructor with my handler as string. You see over here, now this is one constructor which is taking all the parameters of my vehicle class. Vehicle is having how many parameters?
5.
Yes. So my bike, sorry, I closed it by mistake. My bike is having one, which is my handle, that is the bike class's constructor element, and all the rest 5 elements, which are basically our super, means our super class constructor elements. Okay. Okay,
Yes, sir.
not okay. Did you understand how we are constructing a super class constructor?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, Monish.
Okay, now if I want to access or if I want to change anything, suppose if I first of all, let me give some values over here, default values. What is my engine? It is a
Enter.
string. No, it is a string. Petrol and wheels. So I am assuming that
4.
I'll run for any vehicle, it will have 4. Okay, that is my default value. And seats also will be 4. Fuel tank,
Two.
assume that there will be 30 liters of fuel tank in it. Okay, fuel tank capacity is 30 liters. And light, nowadays we are getting everything with LEDs, so we'll put as LED. Okay,
LED.
this will be my default values. Okay, now here when I simply give my print statements, so sysout bike dot get wheels,
Wheels.
sysout bike dot
Bike
get
dot
seats, bike dot.
rights. Get engines. Okay.
That's all. We got all our values from our first thing. We got our handle, get handle from our subclass, and we got all the other properties from our parent class or our super class. Okay, now I'll run this. Then we are getting all our default values over here. Just think, I have created my object for bike or vehicle.
Vehicle.
I'll kick you. Did I create my object for the bike class or the vehicle class? I have created my object for the bike class. With the help of my bike class, I am able to access all the properties of my vehicle class. Okay, all these properties of my vehicle class I am able to access with my bike with the help of extends, with the help of inheritance. With the help of inheritance, I am able to access all the methods of vehicle class as well as the bike class with creating only one object, that too of the base class, which is my bike. Clear, everyone? Till this point, what is happening? How is happening?
Yes, sir.
This everything is good, but I don't want default values. My default values are petrol, all these things, right? But will a bike have 4 wheels?
No.
Will a bike have 4 wheels? No, right?
No, sir.
So obviously I need to change. I need to give some new values. So let us say, will be my first value? That is my handle. So my handle will be short. Okay. Now wheels. How many wheels will a bike have?
2.
Wheels. Next. How many seats?
1.
2. So fuel tank capacity, a bike's fuel tank capacity is maximum, let's say 10, and lights, let us say they are neon lights. And what is my handle? My handle is short, and here the engine should be petrol. Okay. Now I am calling upon a constructor where my constructor is consisting of both the bike parameters and as well as the vehicle parameters. Now if I run this, now you can see all the parameters are belonging to the inputs which I have given in the constructor. Okay, since I am giving everything directly in the constructor, there is no need of setter methods in our vehicle class. So I'll just simply remove all my setter methods over here. Done, all my setter methods have been removed. Are we clear till this point how our constructor is working for an inherited classes?